are not looking good for Karmelo Anthony in his murder trial. Karmelo Anthony's defense team has arrested in his murder trial after they were absolutely smacked by their own witnesses. Yeah, basically no witnesses are backing up Karmelo. They're all saying that guy did not belong there. He was asked to leave like 15 times, never left, and then stabbed a kid and ran away. The jury has been dismissed for the day, being called back tomorrow for closing arguments from both sides. Looks like the plea deal is a no-go. They're trying to get a plea deal.
At any moment, we are expecting some sort of update. That's because these jurors were let out on a lunch break. When they came back, there was a delay for more than an hour where they didn't let the jurors and reporters back in the courtroom. Reporters outside the courtroom said they saw prosecutors go in and out, and Austin Metcalf's mother and father also go inside the courtroom. Just a few minutes ago, jurors and reporters were allowed back in. Refreshing my phone here, we have our producer also all on standby, waiting to find out what this delay was all about. But Anthony is charged with murder after admitting to stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf in the chest during a high school track meet last year. Investigators say the confrontation started after Anthony was sitting under a tent belonging to Metcalf's team.
I was wondering what the tent
Witnesses
looked like.
testified that Metcalf repeatedly asked him to leave. One witness said that Anthony was asked to leave about 15 times. So far, the defense has called up 6 witnesses, including one teen who said this during cross-examination, quote, "I think Karmelo was in the wrong." Prosecutors asked, did Karmelo Anthony provoke the confrontation? He answered yes.
That's the defense's
and on the prosecution
witness?
side, jurors heard from more than a dozen student witnesses who described Anthony as the aggressor, including an 18-year-old student athlete. This was important testimony because he knew both Anthony and Metcalf and even previously hung out with Anthony. He testified, quote, "Anthony said, 'You will have to move me.' Austin put his hands on his back. I saw Karmelo's hand go in the backpack. We're at a track meet. I wouldn't expect anything to be in there. Karmelo said, 'Touch me. You'll have to move me,' and find out, trying to provoke me again." We are just waiting to find out what that delay is.
Bro, this guy's fucked. He's so cooked. The delay, this must be a plea deal thing. That's why there's a delay. Maybe they're gonna try and be like, can we avoid the death penalty? Can we just get life? I don't know what they're gonna try and get, but if he pleads guilty, he might be able to get a reduced sentence. Ooh. I think we're gonna find out tomorrow. Personally, I don't think there should be no plea deal. This is Texas, baby. In Texas, they have the death penalty, and they don't fuck around. They don't wait no 10, 20, 30 years before they do it. They do that shit right away. If this kid is found guilty of murdering the other kid, they should put his ass down. That's what they should do. Murderers should be killed. I do not believe in keeping murderers alive unless it's in very miserable circumstances. But I guess we'll find out what happens tomorrow. See you then.